anti-racism. I'm not stereotyping. I eat Malay food, I eat Indian food, I eat Chinese food. You know why? It's easy. Diversity you can see. Everything you can see, you can touch. But what is challenging about us in Malaysia now, especially young people, is the inclusive part of it. Yeah, everyone talk about let's being diverse, not just cultural, but maybe disability, and so on. But how do we now that includes as part of our journey? Yeah, and that is what we wanted our students to go through. Not just understanding or appreciating diversity, but make diversity as part of their journey in UOW Malaysia. So that's our first empowerment initiative. The second empowerment initiative is called career exploration. Of course, probably 90%, 80% of our students coming through the tertiary education is in order to graduate and get a job, or graduate and get something that will pay them well enough to survive or to succeed in the next life of their journey. Yeah, in the next journey of their life, right? So career exploration is whereby we uses expertise from industry partners, our lecturers, and technical tools to help our students to prepare themselves for the career that they dream for. Yeah. What I use the career that they dream for. Example, someone that is in culinary arts, there is a very good chef. That this person doesn't make him a good businessman or a good customer service person, right? So it's in classes that the lecturer will teach them how to cook, how to prepare this, how to take care of this, and why not. But in career exploration under the youth empowerment plan is where then now we coach them on how to be a businessman, how to do customer service, example. Yeah. And we have laid out a few different activities that we work with our partners. We have things like job shadowing, we have career fairs, we have talks by industry partners, industry visits, we have what else? We have CV writing workshops. Yeah, we have customer service workshops, and so on and so forth. So that in the whole, all our graduates, when they graduate, besides having the skill sets that they learn in class, they now also have these extra advantages that hopefully other university graduates don't have it, which is to be able to do the rest of the thing. Yeah. So that's our second empowerment initiative. Our third empowerment initiative is sustainability.
I couldn't answer yet, waiting for Mitch to give me the points. Is the one marketing
Rajesh, can you please mute your mic? Thank you.
I've done it. I can control.
Okay, thanks.
Done.
So the third one is sustainability. Sustainability is, of course, the word by itself. You guys know it very well. Of course, it's focused on saving the nature, saving the world. But what is more interesting in terms of our sustainability is that we are not just wanting. We do create awareness. We do remind them and things like that. But what we want to do more is to get our students into action. Yeah, simple things like in Glen Marie, we used to off our leaf so that the students will complain that they got no leaf, so that we have an opportunity to explain to them why do we off the leaf to save electricity. Why do we save electricity? So we want to get them into action. We get our students to organize events like cleaning the beach. Yeah, so they go to the beach and they clean, they do it. Yeah, so we want to create this consciousness in them that, hey, I actually don't like the earth one. I actually don't pick up the rubbish, but because I was forced to do it, or now it's part of my living, I'm doing it. Because in schools, they ask me to throw this rubbish, this bin, this recycle bin, and why not? Then, hey, now it's part in my system. What we want to do slightly more than creating awareness is to get our students to be in action with us. Yeah, later on, I will show you guys some examples of what do we mean getting our students as part of the sustainability action. Next is our next youth empowerment plan is called Fixpiration. Again, do not need to search in any Google and things like that, because the word Fixpiration is also coined by a group of students that have graduated now. It is a combination word of being fit and able to inspire. Yeah, you want to be inspiring to people. You want to motivate people. You must first be fit. Be fit in what sense? We are focusing on two, mentally fit and physically fit. Yeah, means mental health must be strong and physically must be healthy. So through this initiative, we went through process things like sports carnival, we do sports activities, we do sports training, we do yoga, meditation, we have counseling related workshops and awareness campaign to ensure that our students are informed, are aware. Like I say, we then take a step ahead above. We also now created this group of people called this uni buddy. Yeah, it's university buddy. They are like buddy counselors buddy, right? Why do we do that? So that it's number one, so that it's easier for us to reach out to the students. Number two, we are not just having them to reach out to other students, but now we also created human beings that have this strong mental sense in the market, in the ecosystem, right? By them joining UniBuddy, they will go through a strings of activities, a string of trainings, a string of workshop, even without them knowing, without them joining a counseling program or a psychology program or mental health program. They are actually indirectly being coached to be a counselor, being coached to be a good listener, put it this way. Yeah. So on top of that, we also now empower our students to actually organize their own sports activities. Yeah. Remember I said from the start, we do not want to just produce a chef that can cook. We also want to produce a chef that is fit, that is mental health strong, that know how to handle customer complaints, that can run a business. And that is what we want to do, right? So that is what Fitspiration all about. Next we have is called, of course, I said just now, when any students came into the tertiary education system, we are expecting about maybe 80, 90% of them looking to find a job. How about the 10, 20% people? They want to start ups. They want to do their own business. But how? Through HR is where then we give them the opportunity. We put them through startups campaign. We put them through startup workshop. We get them mentor through our partners. We even fund them through competitions to ensure they will then be successful, be a startup owner after they graduate. And that is what this Hatch Up is all about. Remember, we want to cover as much ground as you can to create as graduates that are as holistic as possible. And the key word here to everyone is we do not just want to create graduates that have an awesome skill sets. We also want to have graduates that have amazing soft skills and holistic graduates that we are looking at. Cool? Any question? While I grab a bottle of water that is made of plastic, that is not very sustainable, and drink. If you have any question, keep it to yourself first and WhatsApp me later, okay? Dr. On, am I doing okay? Am I bullshitting good enough? Okay. No complaint, my phone didn't ring means very good. Jennifer is not in the meeting, right? Okay, so just let me take you through some photos of activities that we have done. Of course, most of them are post-pandemic. I mean pre-pandemic. The post-pandemic thing have just started in the last few months. But these are some of the culturation activities that we have been doing throughout the years. We have workshop, we have visits, we have dance cultural workshop. You know, we have cartoonists coming in teaching our students about political arts and so on and so forth. Career exploration, like I've said, we have career fair. We embark into this job shadowing journey. Job shadowing is a very interesting thing that we have created. We kind of put on hold for a while, but it's a good thing that we should start back again. It was taking students in year one of their degree and put them into a company to do a project for a month, for 2 months. And it is only why year one students, because they are fresh, they don't know what they want to do yet. So put them through the work culture, the work journey, will give them an idea what are they going through now, and so on. Then when they come year 3, they will then go into the internship program. Year 1, they go into job shadowing. Year 2, they do their entrepreneurship program, where they will now have an idea how does a startup works, how does a company works, so they can plan their entrepreneurship project better. After that, year 3, they will then go out to the internship. So it's a journey that we want to take them through when they are with us. All right. So for the law students, we always take them to law firm. We take them to Palace of Justice, and so on and so forth. So these are some of the samples of things that we have done. Most likely are all pre-pandemic. Fishpiration, as you can see, there are sports sharing sessions. In fact, next week in Glen Mary campus is our Fishpiration week. It's going to be a month of fun and laughter. We have booths setting up at Atrium. We have sports activities in the evening. And if you guys want to see Dr. Horn running, Ike playing games, sports, I mean, please come. They are all going to be put into the drill of running, sweating. Friday evening is going to be the most exciting one that I'm going to invite every one of you, because we're going to have telematch. Yeah, so you do not need to have special skills to play telematch. You just know how to be fun so that we can laugh at you. So if you realize the whole ultimate goals is to have fun and laugh, and sweat it out a little bit, especially in this stress moment that we're going through for Fishpiration week next week. Okay. Next, sustainability. Like I say, we want the students to be part of action. You can see our students have gone and collect rubbish at the beach with Tengku Zatasha, the princess of the Sultan of Selangor. We even have students planting cactus to be sold. We have students wrapping a rubbish bin to collect recycled clothes. We celebrated the 60 hours Earth Hour. We went to a park in Shah Alam to plant. A few years back, our vice chancellors and the academician have went and collected recycled shoes, and so on and so forth. So these are those things that we want our students to get involved in protecting the earth. Next is Hatch Up. Like I said just now, we have job shadowing, we have industry talks, industry visits, we have celebrities, influencer coming in telling our students on different career they can embark on. We have startups experts coming in talking to us. We have entrepreneurship competitions where students are encouraged to take part, and winners will be, their project will be funded to ensure to be a real competition, to be a real business. We used to run before pandemic the International Students Entrepreneurship Conference, which usually will be attended and officially launched by the Raja Muda of Selangor, because we work with one of his foundation called Selangor Youth. Yeah, so there are few things that is going on to promote the entrepreneurial spirit through, or entrepreneurial mindset through Hatch Up. All right. Now, let me show you a video while I take a break. So that little video that you have just seen is actually just a a quick cuts of activities that we have done in the past years. All right. Questions? Or Gabriel have mute all of you, can ask question now.
No, they are able to. No problem. You just have to unmute. Ladies and gentlemen, you can just unmute yourself if you have any questions that you have on how to contribute towards this youth empowerment, and also the role that individual departments can actually play. Okay.
While you think of questions, let me also now show you some highlights of events that have happened in the last few weeks, especially the last few weeks on campus, while you think of what question you have. All right.
Guys, it's Aisha, the intern here. So welcome to UOW Malaysia KDU's Glen Mary campus. So today we have September intake orientation. So come, let's check it out. Guys, look at the crowd for today's September intake orientation. Guys, say hi!
Welcome to the live or your fantasy, where all your dreams are turned to reality. Right here is your destiny. Yeah. Searching through the cloud for some honesty is the only place where you can be free.
Okay guys, so now we're going for a campus tour.
Let me tell you all of the things you can be. There's so many options in life than money. Over here we're focusing on equality. You can feel the happiness through the journey.
Alright, that's all for today's orientation. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys on the next event. Bye!
No need no prayer.
Hi guys, it's Aisha the intern, and now we are at Pantai Kelanang for a beach cleanup with Body Shop. And now we are with Tengku Zatasha.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you to UOW Malaysia for coming to support this beach cleanup with the Body Shop Malaysia.
Hi guys, it's Aisha the intern, and now we are at Leo's Club 20 Together We Gather anniversary dinner. Come, let's check it out. Hi guys, it's Aisha the intern, and now we are at PwC for an industrial visit with PAC Club, and together with me is...
Hi, I'm Shaira. I am the president of the Professional Accountancy Center, and we are at PwC Malaysia.
Yay, come let's check it out. Aisha the intern, and now we are at UOW Malaysia KDU for a Malaysia Day Carnival. Come, let's check it out.
Hasrat yang tersirat semakin kuburu bila bergema laungan gempita, harapan bernyala, nadiku berganda, gemuruh jiwa, semangat membara. Dari puncak ingin ke angkasa, berkalungkan bintang berkelipan, menyerlah jauh dari yang biasa.
Hi guys, guys, it's Aisha the intern, and today we have the UOW Malaysia KDU Inter-School Debate British Parliamentary 2022, aka Kids BP. So yeah, come, let's check it out.
In 2022 is drum please.
Hey guys, it's Aisha the intern, and today we're finally back with our September campus breakout. Come, let's check it out.
Feel the happiness through the journey. We can be whatever. Don't need no pressure. We can be whatever. No need no pressure. We can if we want. Try if we want. While we're having fun. We can if we want. Try if we want. While we're having fun.
Hi guys, it's Aisha the intern, and today I'm with
Break it out, bang it down. When the banger go, tap, tap, tap. Set the target, touch the 거리야. Rock, rock, rock. 아무 말도 다 할 수도 없을 걸. Rock, rock, rock. 놀라긴 넌 아직 일러. Shot, shot, shot. 어디로 튈지 몰라. Break it up, bang it down, 더 뜨겁게. Boom, boom, 곧 터질 듯 아찔하지.
Yes, that's it. The last few videos is also to show that if you were to pick up bits and pieces, you will realize a lot of activities that is done by our students and Students Alumni Center will always tie back to one of the key empowerment initiative. Like we have Malaysia Day is Culturation, we have KPMG Visit, which is career exploration. You know, we will always try to tie one of those initiative into any club's activities or any Students and Alumni Center events and activities. That's it from me. I'm done. Thank you so much. Of course, I will be around to take any questions if you have. Thank you.
Mitch.
Hi,
Mitch, a
Prof,
good
go ahead.
presentation. Yeah, very good. I think you have a nicely break all this youth empowerment plan into the several section, right? Which is good, and with the aims to train out the all-rounded student. Yeah, that's amazing. Now, I want to ask you a question like, what method do you use to ensure that all the students participate in all this program? I mean, go through the whole process.
Actually, to be frank, we do not have a mechanism to ensure everyone went through the process. But formally, we don't have. Informally, is these events and activities are open to all students. In a way, they were needed to join because it's fun. Maybe I can say that. The second way is these events, most of them are tied down to the TAC points. So in a way, it's forcing them to join. You can also think that way, that they must go one of these to get the points to graduate part of the TAC. And under the TAC plan also, there are one of the elements is they must organize one of these events. And these events are always tied into one of the Youth Empowerment Plan initiative. So in a way, also forcing them lah. If those that stubborn, that don't join one lah. Yeah. The other one last way is our club and society committee member re-elect every year. So having say so means every year we have a refresh of committee member coming in. If let's say we have about 32 clubs, if I'm not mistaken, each club about 10 people, there is about 300 students. So every year we at least minimum will train these 300 students to go through this process. Yeah. But is there any proper actual mechanism to measure that they pass, and no, we don't have. But indirectly, that's how we are ensuring they go through it. Yeah.
I have a question, Mitch.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. That was a really very good presentation, and I can see that SSC has made the campus very vibrant and happening. My question is this, with so much activities and everything going on and all that, are you able to then relate or correlate all this happening and vibrancy and all that to new students coming in? I mean, is there any way that it is, are you able to show that it is influencing and bringing in more students?
Again, do we manage to monitor and count like, oh, marketing get these students because of this event? We don't really monitor that way, but all of these events, especially the videos, are also now shared, and especially in the last 2-3 years when I'm part of marketing, it's also now shared in the marketing side. Like they will show it in the school, when they go to school visits, it's part of our marketing presentation deck. It also now published in the main social media page. Last time we don't, but now it's also published in the main UOW Malaysia KDU social media page. So in that way, we are getting this whole students' life element out to the public. But do a student come say, hey, I joined because I saw this tournament, that's why I joined? No, we didn't monitor that. Yeah.
Good.
I think in relation to Dr. Rajesh questions, because I saw some of the youth empowerment plan before the activity in certain universities. The way they do it is they're trying to solve the community problems. For example, there is a place that in a rural area, they don't have electricity. Then the whole group, they will try, they will form a group of students, try to solve that problem. Okay, so solve the problem, that give them the opportunity to come in contact with the residents or the residents in their communities, and then that's how they use it actually for the positioning purposes. And it
that's a very good insight. Correct.
So I think
that's also a very good publicity, and it also good like giving back to the society, and the students also learning new things. Yeah, that's a very good idea. We should think around that and do something like this. Correct. Good. Gabriel, please mute Dr. Horn. Like forever mute, no need to, I cannot unmute.
Okay, I have another question. This is, I see that you have done a lot about on students and focusing a lot on students already on enrolled here, but somehow I maybe I'm not aware, but I keep maybe missing activities with alumni. Our not just our UOW and KDU alumni, but also maybe in connection with the UOW alumni. Now that you're part of a much bigger network of alumni, so what are the plans, Mitch, to bring in?
I got to be honest to you. It is the most difficult challenge that we have is to do alumni events. I mean, if to cut it short is it is challenging in gathering them in a way to get the alumni back to contribute or to even attend or to do anything together. So what we could do as far as alumni relation is concerned now is we do invite them back to give talks and sharing session, especially those a bit more successful, a little bit more famous, and things like that. For example, if just now when you see part of the video, there's this girl in scarf. Her name is Sharifah Rose. She's our alumni. She's a very famous influencer and also now a very successful makeup business owner. So we also invite her back to talk to our students, empower them a little bit. You also can see we got the Tanah Merah owner. One of the video you see got Aisha Sinclair. Aisha Sinclair from Mix FM is also our alumni. Tanah Merah boss, you can see Prem Shankar is actually our current student doing degree in mass comm. So what we could do for now in the limited manpower, limited way of reaching them is to invite these pockets of more successful, famous people to come and talk to our students. But in the traditional alumni way of doing things is, I know they would like to do like conference in a big scale, gathering, Chinese New Year gathering, makan-makan session and things. So there's few restrictions. Reaching them is a problem. Budget is a concern. Our internal manpower is also another challenge. But nonetheless, way forward, we will be able to plan something, especially now that we are also in a way in contact with the Australian side. We have attended 1 or 2 events that they have organized, and we have also known some of the Australian alumni. Yeah.
Yeah, but usually alumni events are self-financing. You really don't have to put in much money, more the manpower than the money, because
Correct.
usually there'll be registration fee, and they are already employed, so no problem getting them to pay the registration fee and to come for the event. So it's a matter of more getting good being connected with them,
Right.
and keeping the connection alive with all these different activities that you can plan for them.
Correct. Okay.
Just thank you for highlighting the alumni thingy, but actually the alumni events, right, we always have challenges in getting participation, especially if you expect them to pay on their own. Honestly, those who are older and richer, those are the group that, maybe you and I, we are at the generations, we don't mind, contribute back to our alma mater. But the younger one, the newer one, actually they are not interested to pay to come back, especially we being a private institutions. So somehow the mindset and mentality is still very interesting. So that's why at the moment, the way that how we work with alumni is still very much on the individual who are willing to come back and contribute, but a little bit difficult to get, the mass to say come back and contribute. But it is something that we should look into, especially recently when we are able to meet the UOW alumni that is like 1983 batches. So those are the ones that, yes, they are willing to contribute. But it's an interesting thing that we should definitely look into.
I think alumni also come with a purpose. I remember Dr. Rajesh sent us an article saying that alumni of the Imperial College, something like that, donated a lot of money to that. So I think they come with an objective in their mind. Unless we are really excellent in certain area, in certain research, for example, creating a drug for COVID-19, maybe alumni, that will attract them to come in, to put money into that research. And at the same time, they will participate in our activity as well, because they want to wear the name of our name, university, because we have a good name.
Very true. Are there any other questions from our colleagues?
Can I?
Yes,
Sorry,
please.
Mitch. Mitch, thank you very much for the presentation. For me, I don't know how many of you know, I also take a SSC in the KL side. So whatever that Mitch is presenting is something that is very close to me. And those of you like seeing my video, I actually smile a lot because I feel that those are the time when you see how students enjoy their student life and how active and their energy. That's actually drives me a lot. But one of the key things that I want to highlight here, we are about 50 over here that online now. Whatever that Mitch has presented is something that we started, I think, in 20, even way before UOW, we have become part of UOW. We already started this youth empowerment plan. But I'm not sure how many other colleagues here, besides me, myself, and I, and Mitch, how many actually know about this youth empowerment plan, especially for the academic team. I actually would like to see more, and hopefully after today's presentation, more of you actually know and appreciate about this youth empowerment plan. And we need the student support, student alumni side to actually have a very closely working relationship with the schools to drive this forward, because students are indeed our future. I know at the school side, you guys are doing also a lot to build different attributes of the students. And SAC side is also, working hand in hand as the core curriculum activities. I would really like to hear from some of you. How many of you actually already know about this youth empowerment plan and has been working alongside with SSC? Or how many of you after today feel that, hey, this is something that we should really work together to make UOW Malaysia KDU really much better place for everyone? Yeah. So I'm just very curious, and I would like to ask, maybe Dr. Yap, how much do you think your school actually know about this youth empowerment plan? And how can you describe some of the sessions, or maybe, that the school actually work with, SSC, especially in KL side? Yeah, I know you are new. So if you cannot answer this question, you can always point to Siwa to answer these questions. Yeah.
Basically, I aware of this youth empowerment plan when I did my first Facebook Live, and I did share it during that time. I included that into my sharing during that time, and basically because in UG SOE we do have this student chapter for IEM and things like that. So when we organize the event and things like that, also is part of that plan. Yeah, so it is basically we do at the school level, we do have this student chapter for IEM membership and things like that. So they do have the event and so on, but at the same time they also were involved in this what I would say similar kind of thing. It may be related, it may not be very closely related, but it's related, if you understand what I mean.
Thank you. Yeah. That is very true. Actually, the school clubs, yeah, each school at the KL side do have a school club that is directly work closely with the school, and that is they are the main bridge between the school as well as SAC. And it's important for me to highlight this is because I think all of us know we do not have a big group of people that can help to organize all these things, and that's why we really need the academic as well as the support side to work hand in hand and make good use, yeah, of our student clubs that is under our care to drive this forward. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I think you highlighted the key point that I actually wanted to highlight. I think the school clubs are actually one of the key, and they will be the one that is helping the school as well as the institutions to drive this forward, and they will be the bridge between the school and also the SAC. Thank you very much. Yep. I just want to get another person, potentially Julian. Can you describe how SCCM actually work with SSC in driving the youth empowerment plan? Are you there, Julian? Thank you, Julian.
Usually through the school club, which is DICE. So what we do is we have events, and under DICE also they have smaller clubs which will deal with SAC and so on. So what we do is we always have, like recently we just completed the SCCM 10-year anniversary, which is in conjunction with which we worked with SAC lah, in this and that, and then after that CSR projects from foundation and so on. So that's how we tie that in to SAC Youth Empowerment Plan. Forecasts and so on. Yes, that just came into mind.
The school can easily work with the student this SSC through the compulsory subjects, isn't it? Because the compulsory subject is a requirement to do the CSR, correct? CSR activity, correct?
Teams and community.
So, yeah, community. They can tie it back and they can put down the objective things. I saw one activities related to the medical one is about the nutrition. They put a title nutrition. Actually, it's a CSR program. they actually went to a secondary school, and there is a tool for us to reach out to a secondary school student as well. They reach out to the Form 5 student and identify those obese student, obese one, and then group them. You can easily 100, 100 of them. So you can measure their weight, all this, the BMI before the program. And then for our student, in order to participate, for those participating students, they have to go through the training session by the nutritionist, teaching them about nutrition, this, that, and also they have to go through the leadership section, teaching them how to guide all these students to go through all this about their diet, things like that, and they break down into a lot of the session, like the lecture session. They bring the student to come to attend to the talk. They themselves also attend the talk. They also bring students for exercise. They also get all those exercise expert to teach a student how to exercise as well. So by going through this process, our students learn a lot, learn to be a leader, how to handle all this, and the school will also can reach out to the school student. So that's how you can link it to the compulsory subject, and both school and SAC can work together. So I think that we can put this into the compulsory subject. Yeah. Because now I look at all the compulsory subject. Every time I look at, I stand outside the office and look at the foyer, I see a lot of students selling things like this and that, and then I gather enough money and then just donate it to those deserving homes, right? So why not just do all these project with an objective, train our student, at the same time also reach out to the community or to our potential student as well. Yeah.
Are there any other questions? Maybe I'll just add in 2 points over here. I believe what Mitch says is very, very valid and relevant. One key aspect that we need to understand also, even during the MQA audits when they come over, even during our submission of the accreditation, one key component of the document is on student services and students' activities. So that is one critical part. And of course, I need to stress a little bit about the MQF, Malaysia's Quality Framework. Out of the 5 clusters, a big percentage of it is based on the development, and also the emphasis is on students and their professional acumen, which is also part of our students' requirements. Now, even when MQA is here to do the final accreditation visit, they even speak to the student council, and they actually listen to the student council and to find out what are the key things that have been done in the organization that develops the student to be a more holistic individual. Not so much as only academically inclined, but ones that be able to adapt to the general society itself. Many times, we as academicians, we look at it from a different perspective. We look at it from a more academic sense of being, where it is only one context that we see, the student's importance on grades. However, the student being an individual needs to look and develop in a more holistic and a 360 degrees kind of aspect. Academically, as a person, ethics, and being a good human being. And many of these things cannot be learned in class. So when we look at it, the role that this plays is actually very critical. Students may not see it today, in a year, or maybe 2, but in a long run, they may have learned something and attained something that will make them different from the others. That's number 1. Second thing that I just would like to highlight based on what I heard is all of our departments, even for us at the back end, all of you, you play a role, may not be direct, or it could be a very indirect role, but departments, support departments play a direct and also indirect role in the success of all of these activities. So it cannot be seen as just a SAC responsibility, but it is an organizational responsibility in that, from the money that we can get, from the context, from the support, and so on. So these are all critical roles to ensure that we are able to develop that kind of students that we want under UOW Malaysia KDU. Okay. Are there any other questions, or anybody would like to say anything? So, Mitch, thank you very much. It has been enlightening. I believe for many of us, it has been something which we have managed to learn, something we managed to see and give us different perspectives and different ideas for us to further grow in the benefit of our student. So ladies and gentlemen, that ends for the session for today. Now, before you all go, let me do a bit of marketing. Next week is very interesting. Next week, Joey of SSC of Penang will be speaking on something very interesting, which is building a vibrant Batu Kawan campus. Okay, so please, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, next week, same time, on Friday, 2 to 3:15, on the 14th of October. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a very good extended weekend and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mitch.
Thank you.